If you saw this already, please disregard. I had to go back and re-edit because I was unhappy with the visuals. I wanted the screen to be way bigger for you guys, so here goes.
If you get my page, I swear to fucking God, you almost got my page blocked, ho. Almost got my page blocked, bitch. Fuck, you see that bitch rolling her eyes and shit? Lucky I couldn't put my pep game down. Lucky I couldn't smack the shit out that hoe. Trying to roll her fucking eyes, bitch. Drop this bitch off, man. Get rid of this bitch. Cancel this bitch. Yeah, she was fucking rolling her fucking eyes. You seen that shit?
She always do that.
She always do that, like she got a little attitude or something, bitch, cause she ain't get no dick. Fuck your sticky pussy ass. I'll fuck you up. Stop playing with me, man. Hey, she say, well, leave, motherfucker, leave me the fuck alone. Why you come fucking with me? Pick it up. Pick it up. Stupid ass. Hey, turn up, nigga. What's up? Let go.
If you thought that was bad, keep watching. Before I get into what this video is about, I just want to throw this out there just in case Malia happens to watch this. Malia, it's time for you to wake up. They view you as the queen, so maybe if you wake up, the others will too. Malia, you were abused to the point of almost death. You were so mistreated. You were beaten. You were made fun of. Malia, wake up. Wake up. If you need me to continuously repost videos of your abuse, maybe that's what needs to be done just to remind you of what you went through. Anyways, I came across this Fox report that I'd like to share with you all. They had a professional describing what Natureboy was all about, and they threw in some clips of his abuse, and it just inspired me to go through my page, and I've happened to find a clip that they used on the actual report. So if you guys are interested, just stay tuned. I'll throw in some commentary here and there, but for now, just listen to this.
Thank you for staying up late with us. We have a great program, and we're going to kick it off right now. A story you may be talking about tomorrow. First up, the fall of a very controversial cult leader you probably didn't even know existed, but he attracted people from all over the country. Eligio Bishop, known as Natureboy, has been sentenced to life in prison in Georgia. Prosecutors say he raped a former group member as she tried to escape and then posted revenge porn online. Natureboy led the group called Carbon Nation, which encouraged being naked, pooping on trees, requiring followers to give Natureboy their money, and allowing verbal abuse like this.
That's a good one. Slap a back to sense, like stop wasting our time making about you. This about me. Rub my legs and my toes and suck on my toes. And you can say it's abuse, but please leave.
Now, many of us have always been intrigued by a person who can manipulate so many people with just words. Joining us to talk about it tonight, Todd Smith, CEO of Regal Media, and therapist Dr. Jasmine Boone and Dr. Angela Jones. So, Todd, what do we know about this guy so far? He was found guilty. He is spending life in prison now as a result of raping one member and then using revenge porn. So what do we know about him?
Well, basically, he started his organization around 2015, 2016. Some of the oldest members said they joined in 2016. And he kind of convinced people that America was just messed up. Capitalism, racism, we need to live off the grid. We need to leave this place. We don't need to be consumed with all of the technology. We can live in nature and just be one and be, you know, spiritually together. And it started off okay. Some of the members joined, went overseas, and they said, yeah, they had to live outside in tents, but they, you know, ate food from the, you know, the berries and stuff like that. It started off great, you know, and he had extracurricular activities for certain people. Like one of the first members to leave said she was an audio engineer. He had a recording studio there, so they could do certain things that they enjoyed, but then he slowly started to change. Like all manipulative people, he started abusing his girlfriend, and that's why she left. He hit his first girlfriend, and she left. But he convinced a lot of people just to give money. Some people gave $300,000, some people gave land, and with cult leaders, I've noticed it always starts out great, and they always find something to get at a person's heart, whether it's religious, whether it's political, whether it's racial, and they start gradually getting abusive and stuff like that. So a lot of the members, you know, some members died. One member couldn't take her heart medicine because he was against that. She died. People got STDs because, you know, they were raped and forced to have sex. So it just got out of hand, and we see where it's at right now. He's in jail for life.
And give me a little bit about his background, Eligio.
One of the members who left said he was very abused as a child. His parents died.
No, I'm sorry, where he came from, because we heard he was a stripper.
He was a stripper and stuff like that. Just a bad guy, you know what I mean? And he had barber, just all over the place, but he had people believing that he was the second coming. He was Christ. He was a Messiah type figure. But if you look at his behavior, you showed the video of him saying that he has sex around his kids. What part of that relates to any God? You know what I mean? But somehow you can manipulate people into believing that. And like back to his history, but one of the people said that they don't even blame him because they believe that a lot of the stuff that he went through as a child is manifesting now. They say he's like a hurt child. He's 40 years old, but his parents died young. He grew up rough, and he's projecting some of this stuff. So that power is something that, you know, came from that wanting to have that power came from just a turbulent upbringing.
I had to throw this clip in here for those of you who are not familiar with the history of the abuse that Eligio went through as a child. There is no excuse for what he's done. No excuse whatsoever. But this is just a snippet for you to see and hear for yourself coming out of his mouth what he endured as a child. Mind you, this is a snippet. It gets worse than this.
Well, let me tell you about one of the experiences I had when I was split up by my brother when I was about 6 years old. In Queens, I could remember a guy named Mr. Pope. I remember forget Mr. Pope. But I was always when I say I was a horny child, like I was humping on things, and I had sexual urges very young in age. I've had sexual urges. I was humping on like anything I could find. Like I remember looking at The Simpsons and getting horny over The Simpsons. Like I was horny over Marge and shit, and I was looking at Lisa and shit like that. And I would hump on things, whether it was another kid. It didn't matter if it was a boy or girl. And I was staying in this family. This is when my sexuality started to kick in, because I was staying in Queens. Me and my brother got separated because we was like fighting each other all the time. And when I was a little kid, you know, it was very confusing for me growing up, you know, not understanding things, because I just logged in. I was just responding to what I was feeling and things going on. So as a child, uneducated about my sexuality, I pretty much, you know, was humping on the other kids in the foster home, you know, just to get my rocks off or just to feel something, you know what I'm saying? And he caught me one day. Mr. Pope, the dude I got separated from my foster father, he caught me, and basically the dude just made me do sexual acts with another boy that I was already humping on anyway. And so he made me put my penis in his mouth, take a picture. He took a picture. He said, put the boy's penis in my mouth. So took a picture. He said, if you do anything, if you say anything about this, I'm pretty much going to tell the social worker. Like, I don't know, as a kid, I thought something was bad I did, and so I was really scared.
And Dr. Jones, do you ever think he was sincere in the beginning, and then it just escalated and morphed into something more sinister? What do you think in reading and researching him?
I mean, there's a possibility there was some sincerity at the beginning. I think the ideas that he had about living off of the land, living off of the grid, there's nothing wrong with those things. Like saying you want to be more natural, being aware of what you put in your body, maybe even disconnecting from some of the, you know, societal norms in regards to politics and, you know, preservatives in our food. So the idea was a good idea, but putting it in the hands of someone who has past trauma and has past hurt that's unresolved, putting it in the hands of someone who's possibly a narcissist or has anti-social personality disorder, that's what happens. It's like putting a gun, and you're putting a gun in the wrong hands. It depends on whose hands you put it in.
And does someone like this, and I can only think about Jim Jones and the Guyana tragedy back in the 70s, where Jim Jones, a pastor, convinced like 1,000 black people to move from Compton to the jungles of Guyana. Does he get that mentality where he feels like he's God at some point?
I mean, yeah.
And I'm talking about Bishop now.
Well, is this sense of superiority that he has. He likely already had it. Now, as far as like why it happened and where it stemmed from past pain and past trauma, that's something we may find out later. But there is this sense of superiority. And once you are able to see that this idea, I can move people into the direction that I want to, and I can convince this person to follow me, it's like building Legos, but of ego. And he's realizing like, oh, wow. They're actually listening to me. They're doing what I want them to do.
You're creating a monster.
And so it's just building up something that's already dark inside of him, and it's outwardly showing.
And what do you call that type of psychosis or psyche that we're dealing with when you have an individual who may manipulate so many people and be good at it?
Antisocial personality disorder. These people are charismatic. They can charm a room. So you're not easy to be like, oh, they have antisocial personality disorder. They're very manipulative. They really do not care. They generally do not care about anybody else's emotions. They're not really even connected with their own emotions. It's the power, it's the manipulation, seeing that I can move you just by my words or just by my beliefs, and you're actually doing it. It's feeding into that. I mean,
now you may not care about their emotions and how they feel, but you become a great actor.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you know, just like Todd was saying, like they started in a place where it was a good idea, but then now you're listening to these videos where he's like saying about the color of their skin, and then he's talking about having sex in front of his son while the son is breastfeeding on the mother. And it's like, I think he's just adding his own ideas, seeing if it sticks, and once he sees that it sticks and people are following it, he goes on to the next thing.
We're going to continue with you, Dr. Boone, in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. As we said, we'll continue this discussion.
Don't nobody owe you Malia. You got to work in real life. You're not that beautiful that gonna bag on you. You're not that bad. You're just not. I'm being all the way honest with you. A gonna bag on you the way I'm doing. Ain't gonna take care of you like you gonna work at Walmart. You gonna be some late night or you might get a relationship with a broke, but ain't nobody about to bag on you. You not that bad, Malia.
I know.
How do you say you're Ike Turner without saying you're Ike Turner? Welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. That was just some of the verbal vitriol followers of the Carbon Nation cult chose to endure.
I know. He just got back from break and I'm already interrupting, but this is the perfect time to throw this clip in here. Malia, wake up. Wake up already.
This fight. Cause Velva made way more than you. Did she not? Did she not? She weighed more than you. It don't matter, bitch. All I know is, at the end of the day, guess what? You talking shit, and you way above your motherfucking. Yeah, you not that bad, and I don't give a fuck what you think you are and what motherfuckers made you believe you are. The truth is the truth, bitch, and the bitch gonna put you out. Either F-Ru or they'll shoot you to feel one, cause you talking crazy, nigga, to me. Cause if I was a chick, I'd have punched you in your face by now. Straight up, I'd have punched you in your shit for talking crazy, acting like you don't motherfucking know what it is, bitch. I'd have bullied you the fuck down. If I was a bitch that was here and I was riding with Baba G, I'd have bullied you the fuck down, bitch. Fuck what you talking about, bitch.
What's it doing?
Talking about, bitch. Press 1 if you was a bitch here. If you was a bitch here, you would have been smacked this bitch. Press 1. Press 1 if you'd have been smacked this hoe. Press 1. Look at the one. It would have been smacked you. Look at the one. Look at that hoe. Look. It would have been smacked you. You ain't nobody. Fuck out of here, hoe. It would have been. Look at the one. Look at it. Look at it. Look.
I'm looking, I see it.
Yeah. Motherfucker would have been smacked your ass, bitch. You ain't what you think you are. You ain't what you think you are, bitch. You got life fucked up. Look at this shit. Hoe. Fuck wrong with you? You need a rude awakening, bitch. Fuck with you. You be thankful and grateful for what you got, bitch. It was not all that. You feel me? You should buy all good. We'll wait, man. Hey, let's go. Hey,
Margarita, please.
Last one, we're gonna go. One more, we're gonna go. One more. They scared. So we could turn up, bitch. You know I'm from the hood. I ain't from these niggas. These niggas want to call the police, bitch. We deal with it ourselves. You know how the motherfucker hood deal with it? Shoot the field one, bitch. Fuck that bitch up. You see how the hood deal with it? You know how lame niggas deal with it? Call the police. Let's talk it over. We done past talking because we done talked to Malia how many times? Before I left here, I talked to Malia, didn't I? Fuck that. We ain't talking no more, bitch. Whip that bitch ass. Whip her ass. You know what I'm saying? Let them hands talk now. Fuck out here. The bitch done talked to you before we left, didn't we? Dr. Bishop talked to you, did he? All right. The bitch don't want to talk no more. She don't want to talk. You feel me? Afro ain't playing. Afro ain't fucking playing.
When I get to that point,
It's a wrap. Talk peacefully, nigga. That's right. Come out here peacefully. When you get over there, you talk crazy. When you get over there on the phone, you talk crazy. Bitch, in my presence, I bet you gonna smack you if you talk crazy to me. Fuck wrong with you? Fufu ready, ain't you?
I'm waiting on the day.
Fufu like, if she dies. Bitch, play with it. Play whatever you want. Yeah, quiet. Quiet ain't she? Quiet. Exactly. Because you know, Fufu put her hand on you is different if I put my hands on you. But if I put my hands on you, I'm in trouble. But if Fufu put her hands on you, it's just a bitch fighting a bitch. You see that? Quiet. But if it was me, you be talking shit. Look at that.
Woo, child, this bringing back PTSD, y'all. I think I need therapy. But anyways, there is a clip of Malia scared because she got beat up. I should throw that in here too. I'm just not trying to make this video too long. But y'all, if you want me to continue doing this type of stuff, please let me know down below.
All right, then act like that, nigga. You ready? You ready?
That's a fact.
We ready. Come out here. Come out here. Fuck wrong with y'all, nigga? Oh, Malia. Yeah. What's going on?
No.
What's up? Afro ready, nigga. You fucked her birthday up. What's up?
I'm trying to see.
What's up?
I'm not fighting anybody.
And stop acting bougie, motherfucker.
I'd rather get beat up than fight. That's not who I am. I'm a very loving person.
Then why you keep acting like you got a fucking attitude?
Because when I'm in my demons, I get triggered and I go to those spaces of being prideful and thinking I have it all like that. But that's not who I am. It's a face that shows. That's Aries, but Pisces is very sensitive. It makes me very soft. That's not who I am. Like, they are always there for me.
They ready to handle business. They was with you. They was your sister, nigga. They was trying to stick up for you every day.
Yeah, and I feel that, but I feel like at the same time, I feel like they were against
Call
me.
the cops, nigga. Stop calling the cops and let us handle shit ourselves. That's what's wrong with y'all bitches.
I just want to apologize.
They say you fought Velvet. Why you don't fight Afro?
Because we're not. Me and Velvet was there. We're not there. Like, I don't.
Why you keep disrespecting Baba G?
Why you keep disrespecting me? Why you keep being ungrateful?
It's because you trigger me.
I don't give a fuck. Why you keep fucking being ungrateful every fucking day?
It don't fucking matter. You need to look at yourself. Baba G not your enemy. Because when you treat him like on this, what's gonna happen?
That's a fact.
Go inside, yo. Go inside, bro. She don't want to fight, yo. Y'all go get dressed for the night. We going to see the fluorescent light tonight. It's your birthday, baby. We gonna turn up. Tap in. Hey, tap in, huh? Tap in. Let go. We going out tonight. Hey, yo, Bobby. Yeah. Stop. Stop that bullshit, nigga. We going out of there. Go get dressed, nigga.
Their leader, Eligio Bishop, a.k.a. Natureboy, is now in prison for life after being accused of raping a former member. Tonight, we continue our discussion about the mentality behind cults. Todd Smith, CEO of Regal Media, and therapist Dr. Jasmine Boone and Dr. Angela Jones are back. Dr. Boone, when you see someone taking verbal abuse like that, and we want to talk about the followers now.
Yeah.
What does it take for an individual to be attracted to one like Eligio Bishop, and then not only be attracted, but to stay after being verbally abused and physically abused and sexually abused?
So Todd mentioned this earlier. You know, we have to keep in mind that he gained a lot of his followers because they were watching his content on YouTube. So they were already aligning with a lot of the topics he was talking about, the living pure, living off the land. So they already had that alignment. Now, who's to say what their childhood looked like, if they're looking for father figures, if they're looking for what their meaning in life, what their purpose is, but they're attracted to, like, he is certain about what he believes. He is confident about what he believes, and that becomes the initial attraction. If I'm a person who's like, God, I don't know what my purpose is, I don't know what my meaning is, and this guy's like, oh, I can help you. You're like, oh, can you? Because there's a confidence that he has. So what a cult leader often does, he's going to get you away from anybody who can talk some sense into you.
Isolate you.
Isolate you as soon as possible from anybody, a mom, a sister, anyone who's going to be able to talk sense into you. He's going to get you away from them, right? So once he has you in their grips and they've gone off grid, that's when we start seeing the manipulation and the change. It's a slow burn, right? It's a slow burn. So once you're so deep in, now as a cult member, there's this cognitive dissonance that shows up. And that is like, I can't believe I got myself in this. And so now I gotta stay because, like, this is too much. It is a disconnect. It is a misalignment of what I once believed and what's really going on. And so now there's this shame, there's this embarrassment, there's this like, I can't go back now. And so they're staying much, much longer than they would, on top of the fact that they're probably scared, right? He doesn't seem to be the most kind leader, right? He's been abusive. He's probably made examples out of other cult members. So there's a lot of different layers to this as to why they would stay, but how they come in the first place, it's slow. It's a slow manipulation. There's similarities, there's kindness, you're feeling this void, right? And then boom, here's the change.
And just like Angela, Dr. Jones, individuals like Charles Manson, even when he was put in prison, the ties were never cut with the members.
Right.
And so they remain loyal even after they go to prison, even after the system says you're guilty, even after they hear from the victim. So, I mean, how do you, can you even break those ties unless he decides to break those ties?
I mean, some of the ties won't be broken because you have to remember, while you're in a cult, they're also training you about the system. So this is what they're going to say about me. This is what they're going to do to me. And so you're also not only trained about the theories and the philosophies of the cult, you're also being trained to know that, like, the system is the problem. So the fact that he's in court and he got sentenced to life and rape, he probably already talked to them about that. Like, this is what they're going to portray me as. They're going to take the meaning of our love and how we represent our love and call it rape. You know, so they already been trained for this possibility that he is going to get arrested, because he is now victimized right now. The cult people are looking at him and they're like, poor him. Our leader is being, you know, prosecuted by the system. And so this has already been like rehearsed into them. It's already been massaged into them, like they said, like a slow burn. You don't go into something and they say, okay, this is what's going to happen. It's slowly taught to you that the system is going to go against me. So be ready.
All right, we'll be back with more Factor. Don't go anywhere. We'll pick up the discussion on the other side of the break. We'll continue talking about cult leader Eligio Bishop out of Georgia, who has been sentenced to life in prison. Stay with us here on The Factor. Factor. To The Factor Uncensored, we continue our discussion about the psychology behind cults. The members of the Carbon Nation were subjected to a few different conditions over the years, including polygamy and refraining from bathing. The leader, Natureboy, will spend the rest of his life behind bars, convicted this week, sentenced this week. He was recently sentenced for that rape. And Todd Smith, CEO of Regal's Media, therapist Dr. Jasmine Boone and Dr. Angela Jones are both back here. Now, one of the things he was always preaching, we're one race, we're one people, and all of a sudden now it's I'm the black man and they're out to get me. And it initially started with a young lady, white female from Canada, whose family called authorities and put a lot of pressure on him.
And he was referring to this young lady right here by the name of Kayla Reed. If you look her up on YouTube, you will see a short documentary that they try to do with the BBC, but Natureboy cut that shit short. Okay? But yeah, check it out. Let me know your thoughts. Sorry, I had to throw in a couple of laughs within the clip. I know it's inappropriate, but who cares?
This hardware is a mutation hardware from the archetype. This reflection here is a reflection of that. The original of this hardware came out to show everyone in all of their actions what they're doing. But not all. And this is where it gets tricky, because we're all broken up in all kinds of ways. But no one truly knows what the archetype is anymore. You cannot become the archetype or be the archetype without having the archetype software. So here is one that doesn't have the archetype hardware, but has the archetype software. Here is one that doesn't have the archetype hardware, but has the archetype software. Consciousness. Thank you. Here is one that doesn't have the archetype hardware, but has the archetype software. Here is one that doesn't have the archetype hardware, but has the archetype software.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Now, I want all the men out there that like transsexuals on the low to keep it real. Stop fucking hiding in the fucking closet. Just be all the way fucking real, my nigga. It don't make you not a real man if you like them. Actually, it make you attracted to God, like being the archetype beings. That's what you really attracted to, the archetype.
What?
The archetype gods were hermaphrodites. Go look it up. It's called the Egyptian third gender. Google the Egyptian third gender and read the creation story in Egypt. This is our knowledge, our original knowledge. That's why I'm attracted to transsexuals, because I already know that hermaphrodites were the original gods. Those are the gods. It said the archetype. The archetype was hermaphrodite, period. Those are the real gods. This world is so demonic that they don't even accept the gods, the archetype, the beings that come here with two spirits. Are the archetypes. They are the gods.
Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
And it's a multicultural group, but now he's saying it's about him being a black man. Your thoughts on that, guys?
Right, the video, it's actually a video of him staying in the front, and he has all the multicultural people behind him saying we're one color, we're all different shades of brown. And then the fact that he was able to just take what our philosophy is of this cult, flip it to use it to, you know, for his advantage. To me, it's almost like a red flag to the cult members, like, hello, like he wavers, you know, but, you know, it's just a red flag, even just for people who were even thinking about joining this cult. Like, okay, you don't really have a strong stance in regards to that we're all one. You're just using that to get more members into there, so you can get more people to manipulate, to get their money, and to do whatever you want to do.
It's all manipulation, and that's typical of a cult leader. It is as it is convenient and favorable for me, right? So it's favorable for me to believe that we're all one color right now, but as soon as that is no longer convenient for me, it's racism, it's this, it's that. So you'll always notice with a cult leader, I am the center, I am the God complex holder, right? And so that's what we're seeing. He's shifting because now that's not working in my favor. It's a racism issue.
And we're talking about motives, money, sex,
power,
and control.
Yes,
you know? And when we say money, guys, PPP loans, he convinced many people to give their loans because he started before the pandemic.
Right.
Todd, go ahead.
And that's in every cult that I've ever studied, money is always the root of a lot of things. Obviously, sex as well. But to convince people to give their life savings, like I said earlier, one person gave $300,000. Some people gave land. We see it in all walks of life. It's just not sex cult. We see it in politics. I know we're not talking about politics. When you convince somebody, woe is me, they're out to get me, we see that all the time. But people are I think people have a need for a Messiah from people who aren't the Messiah. You see what I'm saying? We need somebody to save us from the problems of the world. So you start believing that type of rhetoric, and we gravitate towards charismatic people, not realizing what their message is. Right. Like you said, you keep switching up. You see that in all walks of life. One minute there's no racism, or it's not about race, the next minute it is. So we see that in all walks of life because we want to believe that one person is going to correct all the wrongs of the world and it's going to change our life. No, it's not going to happen like that. I have a friend that would always say, when we talk about religious cults, a pastor's my pastor, they're not my master. You see what I'm saying? Like, the minute you try to dictate what I do, and you want to control my money, that's when I back off. I have to leave with you? No, I'm not leaving anywhere. So people have to realize these are human beings. Stop looking for God in human beings and start realizing that nothing is going to change your life but you. And nothing's going to change the world.
And really, in the last time when I was researching this, I found there are a lot of current active cults that are out there.
Well, that's it for my commentary. I just wanted to share this with you all. You might learn something from it. And I know there's some people that are interested in hearing more. So if you do want to hear more, you want to see more video breakdowns, please let me know down below. It's what the people want. That's what I'm trying to give. So yeah, hit the like button. Let me know that you like this content and I will continue. Thank you all for watching. I truly appreciate you.